So Unc tell me, look, when everybody go to chow, don't go to chow and just see who I deal with. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna be going to chow, but just stay back. Don't go. You'll see who I deal with. That's how you'll know who cheat luggage and uh uh you'll know who putting it in the cheat luggage. So I'm like, bet. I wait till everybody go to chow. I go sit over in the corner. I'm chilling, and I look. I see when everybody go to chow. I see Aunt sitting on this bed. Michael Powell come from the back room. Michael Powell he got to be at least 7 feet tall. He's stocky. Always look mean. Keep a mug on his face. Time out real quick. First of all, let me say thank y'all for tapping in, coming to spend the time with me, man. Like, share, subscribe. I ain't even gonna put the cash up, man, because y'all don't do nothing with that. Y'all don't do nothing with it. I ain't gonna put the cash up no more. It's all good. But I still love y'all anyway. And I know y'all see what's going on with my head, so I ain't tolerating no head jokes today, man. You come in with the head jokes. I normally ignore them, but today I'm gonna use your hygiene. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in with no head jokes today. But after the story, I'll let y'all know what happened, to my noggin. All right, back to the story. So Michael Powell always mugging, keep a mug on his face. You know what I mean? Looking mean. He never, ever, the whole time I was in Rivers in that dorm, in dorm 2, Michael Powell has never went to the chow hall to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I think he prided himself on taking care of himself, not having the state take care of him. And not only just taking care of himself, this man living good. So I see Michael Powell come from the back. He ain't got no shirt on. All he got on is a pair of burgundy cut off pajama shorts. That's all he wear in the evening. He come on and he got a small cup of coffee in his hand like this. He come from the back with the burgundy shorts on. He look around, make sure ain't nobody looking. Just do like this. He don't say no word. Get up and scurry to the back behind Mike Pike. Damn, okay. And really, I can't believe it, cause Aunt say bro, suitcasing, and I'm like, Michael Powell suit. Now this an old dude. He old. You could tell he an old vet. He may got a lot of time. You just never know. He don't talk about that kind of stuff, but I guess when you think of the suitcase and you think it's gonna be like a boy or a sissy or a homosexual. This a grown man, old dude, like this granddad, you know what I mean? So after he give Unc the package, he always he'll leave the room and let Unc use his room for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, right? Oh, that's wrong. We ain't used to go in, we never went in Michael Powell room. Was that Michael Powell room? I think that was Michael Powell room back there. But anyway, I'm just gonna say it's been 20 years. I'm gonna say he used to let Aunt use his room because in the dorm down there it was open dorm, but way in the back it had a single shower and it had about 3 rooms on the hallway in the back. It had about 3 single rooms. So Michael Powell had been in that room like 10 years. To get one of those single rooms, you had to have been there for a minute, had to have some pool, like it'd be a line on it, stuff like that. So he would let Unc go back in the back room and handle his business for a minute, right? So after Michael Powell go up front, Unc called me, tell me to come in. I go in there and he showed me. I go in Mike Powell room and he showed me. It's four, we call them onions. They were 4 onions, about egg shaped, right? Now, these are supposed to be ounces, but they about egg shaped, and they compact real tight, and they have the surgical glove on them, like not the it's the brown one like the nurses used to wear. So it got the brown, you know, they clear but they turn the brown color. So is the ounce wrapped up inside the surgical glove, tied up, and then maybe done again, tied up again, right? So inside like 2 gloves, but it's real compact, about the size of an egg. He got 4 of them. So boom, open them up. We look at everything. We see everything. We you know, check, make sure everything good. Boom, we leave. While everybody gone, you know what I mean? Unc showing me how he do everything, how he break it down, how he sell it, what he give away. Off the rip, like when he got 4 on men, this is how Unc taught me how to hustle. When he got 4 on men, off the rip, he took half of one and was like, we gonna get us away. This gonna keep I forgot the terminology he used, but he was like, you know, this gonna keep all the bullshit up off us, basically. This gonna keep people from telling on us. This gonna keep niggas from hating us. This gonna keep, so even the guys who didn't have money to buy, kept a little stash just for people who were coming to beg. And I'm talking about just as show as y'all ugly, they coming to beg. So they come in the beg, and they when every time they come to beg, Unc will have something, like they'll come to the one, hey Unc, call Unc. So most time Unc don't want to come to the window, he'll get it to me, hey white boy, get him this. And I mean, he wouldn't charge him nothing. That way they won't owe him nothing. You ain't got to worry about no snitches. This worked for years, right? So when they come in, not only do Michael Power get paid, but everybody in the chain of what's going on gets paid and gets a cut of what's going on, right? So I didn't know, it's like it's a lot of stuff going on and working that I don't even know about. So Unc getting the package in, he getting 4 in, and I'm thinking, you know, because for a while I've just been living off Unc, smoking, eating, you know, everything. He been showing me everything, and I'm thinking this is his, but come to find out, this not even his stuff. This stuff really belonged to Twin over in Dome 9, right? Twin got an actual twin brother. They from the west side. Twin brother out on the street rolling. He doing numbers. To the point where, you know, he get weed, but it ain't his thing. So he might grab a pound of weed or 2 in the drug deal, but it ain't his thing. He doing the class A's, you know what I mean? He's selling stuff, right? So it's nothing for him to send Twin a quarter pound or half a pound of weed in there. So when Unc get the weed, when Unc get his hands on the weed, Unc take him a cut, and then it's his job to get the rest of the weed to Twin. That's where I come in. Most of the time, I'm the guy taking the weed to Twin. Every time I've ever took the weed to Twin, it has never been a problem, right? So boom, that's the first time, you know, that's when I become aware of what happened. I remember the very first time, this what I forgot, but I remember the very first time when Mike Powell let us use his room, and Unc showed me the 4. I'm looking at them, and, you know, Unc done already told me how they got in, you know what I mean? He done cheek clapped them, and they look normal. They don't look like smudged up. It don't, and then I'm thinking, you know, I've been smoking this stuff since I've been smoking it, you know what I mean? And like, there's nothing normal. I mean, there's nothing abnormal about it. And we sitting, and we like at the bed, whatever he doing. So like, I grabbed one, and I think it just went through Unc's head that he knew that I was finna do, because like, you gotta remember, I'm like, I gotta be like 20 years old, maybe 20, 21. So stupid shit is high on the radar. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it, and I wanted this. I think I wanted to see if it smelled more like cannabis or dungas, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the sea, you know what I mean? So I got ready to I mean, excuse my French, I got ready to put it up, and like soon as I did this, hit my hands. As soon as I hit that, bow, hit my hand, it flipped out, but my hand never made it to my face. So must have been just sitting there watching me from the peripheral, because I mean, as soon as I'm looking at it, as soon as he hit my hand, boom, and it flipped out. He grabbed it, put it back wherever. He like, white boy, what the hell you doing? I'm like, I don't. He like, man, get your ass out the way. Boom. He rolled up the package. We scrolled off. One time, man, I come in there and I can kind of peep when the situation is getting ready to go down, because the atmosphere changed in the dorm. You know what I mean? Aunt started telling people, holla at me later on. I got you. People be happy, excited. You could just, for some reason, I could always tell when we were getting ready to strike. Other people could too. They be getting ready to line up and everything, right? To get ready to beg or buy or whatever the situation may be. Everything go as planned. Administration go home. When everybody go to chow, Big Unc come from the back. Now I'm gonna explain that to y'all later. Big Unc is Mike. Mike Powell. Big Unc come from the back. He look around. Tell Unc, come on. Unc go back to the back. I don't go back there this time. Unc bring the stuff back up to where we at. We go somewhere else. We duck off and we looking. I'm looking. Man got 8 ounces. 8 little eggs. Like, and these some decent eggs. Man got 8 eggs. That's 8 ounces. That's half a pound of cannabis he done snuck in the cheek luggage. Do you understand what? Okay, so now it's time for me to explain the procedure. All right, so what happens is, I can't remember why explained it to me one time or showed me the layout. It was either because he had went to the hole and explained it to me so I could explain it to someone else, or it had to be something like that, because it wasn't a situation where he didn't just give me no information because I had nothing to contribute to it. So there was no reason to give me no information. Like, if it was something that I need to know, he would let me need to know. But other than that, you know what I mean? That was part of his control. One day, come to find out, Unc showed me a map. And what done happened is, like when I told y'all in the last video, Unc is very smart, very strategic. Really a $1 million brain. He got some vices. When he in confined spaces, he's platinum. But when you leave him to his own devices and his own responsibilities, his addiction take over. So this Unc right here, Unc tattoo, this tattoo right there, EEJ. Y'all can't see it, but that's Unc right there, man. I was with Unc for a while, and Unc taught me a lot. You know what I mean? He really, got my hustle spirit right. You know what I mean? Even as far as, like, I remember I took that same method to the street when I got out. When I got my first pound of weed, I was working at Pizza Hut, and I just took the weed up to Pizza Hut. I just took an ounce and I gave everybody some dope. You know what I mean? I gave everybody who I know smoke, I just gave them some dope. I just gave it to them. I ain't charged nobody. But the next day, everybody was calling me, bro, you got some more? So he literally showed me, introduced me how to, get my hustle on. Unc done figured out, Twin got the dope. Mike Powell been here so long that he's on a detail that's I don't know. Like I said, even like, I only need to know information. So I don't know the detail. But whatever the detail is, it's just him and one other officer. And they do whatever they do. I don't know if they cleaning up. I don't know if they're in the courthouse. I don't know the detail. But Mike Powell is only him and one officer. And, you know, they be like in an automobile. They be riding around in a truck doing something. So they hit about 3 or 4 spots around the city, the little city that we were in. I think it was Habersham County or something like that. Again, I don't know, and I saw the map, but I can't remember it, right? So we're gonna say like if they might have to go clean the courthouse, then go to the library, and then go to the cemetery before they have to come in for the day, right? The map has been drawn out. This is what Mike Powell and his detail officer do during the day. They done got cool. I'm sure Mike Powell has some kind of leeway with his detail officer. Probably eat free world food, whatever what's going on. So Unc done figured it out that he can basically get something in. I don't know how Unc figured out that this man is a human suitcase, but whatever, this was going on before I got there. So Unc done figured out, like, I can get the twin on supply. Unc was having his wife drive all the way down there to where we were at, and his wife would hide the package in one of the spots. Unc wouldn't even tell Big Unc where it was until Mike was getting ready to go out to work that morning. When Mike getting ready to go out to work that morning, he'd say, "Hey Mike, look, today it's in, boom." You know, that limit all, the less people know, the better. Even me, I don't know everything right now. So I know that it's working like clockwork. Whenever Mike do what he during the day, he can pick it up to wherever the spot that it's supposed to be at some time during the day. This man done got some time to himself, wrapped everything up, and inserted it in the middle of his body. You know what I mean? Shout out to JT. Shout out to Joe Baker. This man he's stuffing them in the middle of his body. You know what I mean? 8 of them. 8 of them. So again, now I was stressing to y'all the procedure, because he go out on a detail at, we're going to say, like 7, 8 in the morning. He don't come back in till after 4 o'clock count. So if we're going to say he get to the package by 12 or 1 o'clock, I don't know. Maybe he can wait until later. I don't know. But if it's some kind of way, it has to be back in him before he hits the prison, because the prison had trade school. Everyone who go to trade school, when you coming out of trade school for the day, you get strip searched, just like the first day you coming in. I'm talking about full strip search. So everyone who's on outside detail come in, go through trade school, just so they can be strip searched real quick. So Mike has to have this stuff back inside his body before, he come in. So like if it's a 30-minute ride, that means he stuffed 8 deep for a 30-minute truck ride. Then he gotta walk through a trade school, get strip searched, act normal. He got 8 of them on the inside. I don't know if it's discomfort or what. You just never know. If he had to stuff them at 12 o'clock and don't come back to 4, you see what I'm saying? So anyway, however he doing it, this man doing it. 8 ounces in the middle of his body, he brought them all in. And I'm like, good God Almighty. I don't know, you know what I mean? And at at one point I was showing the same way I'm showing like I guess it's admiration now. I was saying that, and Aunt was like, he done did more than that. I'm like, what? Aunt said, he done brought 12 in. Ain't no way. Aunt said, listen, man done brought me 12 in. When I tell him I want all of it, and he bring all of it. So boom. That's the procedure, you know what I mean? They had it like clockwork, man. It was, and I'm talking about, this went on for years. The reason why it was so golden because this plan didn't involve an officer. Most people that got something going on in prison, they using an officer. So we handling like big business. I'm talking about from paying bills on the street. He taking care of me in the prison. I'm doing my thing. This is my first time, my first ever any kind of thinking of balling or good living came in the prison. You know, I had 2 or 3 locker boxes full of stuff, but that was chain gang balling. You know what I mean? This going on for a long time, man, a long time. What I come to find out is Twin is very unhappy on the other side because, so here's how it go. One time when Unc get the package, it's me and Unc. Twin is already going to pay Unc for, you know, Unc done promised that whatever Twin got, he can get in. So for that promise, Twin pay Unc. So we're going to say if Twin getting 4 ounces in, Unc say, I want a half an ounce. Cool. So the deal is when Unc get it, he get to get his before, you know, when he send it, you know, he send it. Well, Twin want Unc to get everything and send it to him. Twin open up the package, bust it down, and then pay everybody. Unc wasn't going for that because, and this is where the situation broke down. Unc wasn't going for that because this is where we introduced the pinch game. He told me that. This is what Unc told me. He like, you got to respect the pinch. Unc gonna get his half before he send Twin his. Now, not only that, but Unc got all 4 right now. So Unc get his half, then he pinches off the other 2. You know what I mean? The others, he might pinch off the others. We're gonna say he take half, so it's still 2.5. He take half of one, and it's still 2.5. No, that made 3. Man, see, y'all got me confused. He take half of one, it's still. I can't believe I just had that brain. So he take half of one, he still got 3.5. Unc gonna pinch off every one of them 3, right? Boom. So he get his half and he get another portion, right? Send it to Twin. Now, even before that, what happens is Unc done already told Big Unc he done told Big Unc about the pinch game. So before Big Unc wrap him up and insert him in his body, he done hit all 4 of them. He done hit all 4 of them, got him a own little personal stash that has never made it inside the prison. It's outside on his detail. Unc don't smoke at all, so it's all profit for him. It's straight balling. Anytime he need to do something, he could just bring it in. And like he got access to money. There's literally no telling how much he got stashed out there. So by the time it comes in and make it a Twin, Big Unc done pinched off all of it. Unc done pinched off of it. He done paid Unc. And then, you know what I mean? And now he gotta trust me to run it over there. So I'm noticing that like the last couple of times when I done took it over there, Twin he ain't happy or he ain't excited. And he'll say stuff like, this everything? Is it everything? Bro, what you mean is it everything? This all of it? Bro, I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna holler at you later on. I haul that. Boom. Going back to where I'm gonna make a little confession right here because here's what's going on. Again, like I said, Unc he don't really leave the dorm. So when it's time for Twin to get his stuff, they load me up and I'm taking it cross down in the tunnel all the way across the other side of the prison over the Twin. Then I got to like go up to the dorm, knock on the door, and try to convince the officer to let that inmate come out. He might get searched or anything. It's a big risk for me. Excuse me. Now every time I get the mission complete, cause my name good and we smooth criminals, you know what I mean? So we doing it, but it is a risk for me. So after like the second time I had done took it over there, we're gonna say about the third time, I'm reasoning to myself. I'm trying to get smart also. I know for a fact, Big Unc tapping that head, then Unc tapping that head. Only one ain't tapping that head is little old me. And I can get caught with it. If I get caught with it, of course, everything is mine. I'm taking it over there on like the third one, you know what I mean? I'm making sure everything clear. When everything clear, I'm down under the prison in the tunnel. I catch me a cut. I go catch me a cut real quick. I go in the pack, do what I need to do, get me, wrap it back up, complete the mission. Now, again, like I said, it's just the cost of do business. Everybody tapping their head, everybody getting that cut. So I did the same thing. Was it wrong? I don't know. I can't say that. You know what I mean? I can't say I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's the cost of do business. More importantly, I'm gonna be honest. I just felt like Twin come whoop my ass. You know what I mean? Twin come whoop my ass. None of them niggas whoop my ass. So they could be upset. I can tell Twin is unhappy because Twin know damn well these ain't no ounces. You know what I mean? He know he getting taken advantage of, and I even told Unc, and when I told Unc, that's when he told me what I told y'all. He was like, bro, know the pinch game. He gotta respect it. It's just the cost of doing business because there ain't no scales in prison. Bottom line, I mean, there's just no way you can make an accusation. There are no scales. There's just no way to know. Period. Nowhere around it. Ain't nobody finna sneak one in. There are none in here. So what I say that's what it is. And Unc took complete advantage of that, right? So Twin is upset with the arrangement and, over time he ended up just cutting it off. And I don't know how Twin ended up getting through, I guess just through dealing and working the move so many times because Twins people would have to meet up with Unc's wife. So, I guess they were talking on the outside or whatever was going on, but, Unc's wife would go and meet Twin people on the street. Some kind of way, Twin find out, how it's really going down. She going down and then somebody from the outside is picking up. Twin decide to go around Unc because he felt like Unc fucking him over. And Unc was fucking him over. But the thing is, like I said, again, it was the cost of doing business. And Twin see how we were living down there in dorm too. He know that, we were doing pretty good and it was on his dollar. You know what I mean? So like, cause I had stuff and Twin wasn't giving me nothing. I had people could come and get trees for me and Twin definitely wasn't paying me. So Twin ended up cutting it off, and he tried to put together a move on his own with a similar detail out there, but it wasn't someone who had a detail with an officer by themselves. They might have been like the outside laundry detail. So it's an outside detail, but it's like they get on the bus to go. So you got a gang of officers and a gang of inmates, and you can't work no move like that. Not only that, but you don't have a human handbag with unlimited cheek space. You don't have cheek luggage. This was the sweetest part about our move, because everybody not down to do that. Everybody can't do that. So, that was our it was kind of like our guarantee to make the mission complete. Man, Twin sent these people down there, them folk, and see, it's certain stuff that go on around them prisons. You can't come around. The perimeter car can stop you. All that stuff right there, you going straight to jail. Twin sent these people down there and tried to get something in through one of them boys at the laundry. Everybody got jammed up. Twin people went to jail. They got the drugs and everything. And needless to say, that was the end of the move, man. It was over with. It was done. Twin tried to come back one time, man, and put something together and, get it back how it was, how it used to be. But at that point, it was like, it was no trust in the whole, situation, whole organization. Nobody had no trust, and it wasn't gonna work. So it really fell apart before we could even start. But I ain't gonna lie, while it was going on, man, listen, we were balling. I'm talking about smoking joints like this, literally. Because before I got there, like in Alto and everything else, they were smoking dust. You could literally blow it away and getting high. But when we were shaking and moving, so I'll tell y'all real quick, even real quick, man. Me, I'm pretty good. I got a little charisma, so I end up getting. So every building has, we have inspection every day. And every building has a back stairwell. So sometimes the administration would try to sneak around the back stairwell and come in and surprise you, catch you off guard. But long as someone see them and alert the dorm, then that couldn't happen. But the thing about the back stairwell is it's only used for administration and staff. So no reason, period, is an inmate ever to be on the back stairwell. You need a key to get in every single time. It's not like the main stairwell where you can just go up and down and go in and out the building. This back stairwell is strictly exclusive. There should be no inmates back there. I mess around and get back stairwell detail. So now, like it's so sweet because it's literally a stairwell. It's only 2 floors. It's 3 floors. No one ever uses them but the administration, so they don't get dirty. So I don't have every now and then I take a broom back there and it be the little dust balls. I sweep them up, but I don't gotta mop it. I don't gotta I'll wipe windows every now and again. But most of the time I could just take a bucket. I could tell the officer I need to go to my detail or clean the back stairwell. They'll walk me back there with all the chemicals, the spray bucket, broom, all that. They'll let me in. I go in the back. I'll go in the stairwell, flip the bucket upside down, just sit there and be chilling. I can look. The stairwell had a window to the yard, so I could be looking out on the yard, watching people doing stuff. I could just be chilling. I don't want to be in the dorm. And then it's a back hollow stairwell to myself, so. If any keys open a door on the or above or below me, I can hear it. You can't sneak up on me. So I can take a nap. I'll be back there chilling. This is my detail. This is my responsibility, right? This is the warden's stairwell. So I get the thought, I'm like, I got a spot where only I got access to. So I say, I'm going to put my weed back there because what I had did was, my birthday was coming up. my birthday was coming up, and I was coming up on like 8 years. So I knew that I would be getting ready to go to the halfway house soon. The weed that I had pretty much rolled up. I had rolled up like 4 blunts. I rolled up 4 blunts for my birthday that was coming up. I was gonna save those 4 for my birthday. I didn't know how to roll blunts from the street because again I got locked up at 14. Shoki Boulder, the country, he know. I mean, I gotta bleep that out. But Shoki Boulder, he know how to roll blunts. So I told Shoki, hey, come roll these blunts for me. Every time I find one, you can smoke with me. So Shoki came in and he rolled up 4 with me that I was gonna put out to my birthday. Took them 4, and the next time I went to the back stairwell to clean up, I got my 4 blunts. I take them and put them, of course, the back stairwell had lights. It got lights, like, it's hard to describe the lights, but they come out, the lights, they come out on the stairwell, but they had a top to them. So I put the 4 blunts wrapped in something on top of the lights. There's no way that they can be disturbed or fall or anything like that because there's no movement in the back stairwell. So they should really just be fine. Man, it got to the point where I thought I was pretty good, but now we smoking heavy and smoking every day, and I done smoked all my weed. Now I have to go back and retrieve the weed that I done stashed off for my birthday. My birthday still probably a little ways off, but I got to go and get the weed because I done smoked all the rest of it, right? Tell the officer I had to go clean the back stairwell. The officer come back, let me back there. I go and I had to go like gather all the chemicals and everything. So it's a big deal. Man, she let me go back in the back stairwell. I flip the bucket upside down and go reach up on top of and I'm excited when I go back there, but when I reach my hand on top of the light, my heart dropped. I don't feel nothing. This can't be possible. I put both hands up there touching, making sure don't nothing fall. So now I'm automatically paranoid. I'm automatically paranoid because the weed definitely not up there. It's nowhere up on the light. I know that, and it's so big and open and clear in here, it can't be mistaken. If anything was on the floor, it would be like there's nothing to hide it. It would be right there. I'm scared because if some kind of way it doesn't fail and only administration used the back stairwell, if anybody in the administration done found this or officer done found this, they gonna say, who responsible for this back stairwell? They gonna say Morrison is. Then off the rip, that's me. And in prison, I don't know if you know, but they don't need no evidence or no stuff like that. It ain't no fair trial and nothing like that. It's just like everything is circumstantial. If you're responsible for this area and we found this in this area, your ass going down. That's it. Everything's circumstantial. So I'm scared because I'm like, dang, administration could be on the way to get me, but if that was the case, they would have came. They would have like that. They found 4 blunts. It would have been immediate. Wouldn't have been no wait. Wouldn't have been no investigate. It would have been. I'd have been on PI, pending investigation, right then, and that didn't happen. So I'm like, did an inmate come in and get me? And now I don't know because if an inmate got me, it means they had first of all, they done tricked the officer. I'm the only one with the detail. They done tricked the officer, and not only have they tricked the officer, but they've been watching me. They've been watching my move. They've been watching me. They know what I got going on. They know I'm in and out in the back stairwell. Not only that, but they done peeped my move and went and got me. But I can't go crazy like I normally would because how am I gonna go crazy by stolen weed? At this point, I've only been like I really got a good reputation at the prison. I done whooped some ass one time, only had to beat up one dude. I sent him to the hospital, but besides that, I got a pretty good reputation at this prison. So, you know, if I go raising hell about some of mine is missing and they gonna want to know why, then this and we like I can't explain it. I have no choice but to bite the bullet. You know what I mean? And then not only that, but like I said, like my time, I know for a fact my time is coming up soon for the halfway house. So man, I come from the back stairwell, I'm mad, and I'm just looking at people as I'm walking through the dorm, I'm mugging them. Cause I don't know who's smart enough to do this. I don't know if the police got me. Cause if the police got me, I shouldn't even be mad. But it might be an inmate that got me. So I'm really just, I'm thrown. I'm walking through the dorm, I'm looking at folk. Ain't nobody looking at me, everything seemed normal. To this day, man, I never found out. I never found out who was watching me. But somebody definitely got me, and that was definitely the end of run at Rivers, man. Like right after that, I got transferred to the halfway house. So I was actually glad I made the decision not to do nothing to anybody because I was debating. I was gonna run through the dome slap. But anyway, listen, I appreciate y'all coming for spending a little 30, 40 minutes with me. Let me tell y'all about the human luggage, cheap luggage carrier, toting the package and the cheap luggage. You know what I mean? And it's just fun for me, man. You know, I really enjoy being here with y'all. I got all the comments. Y'all said the microphone made a big difference. So from now on, it's gonna be the microphone. I read every comment. Y'all know I respond to every comment. So again, I just appreciate y'all, man. I'll be back later on, and we probably go live tonight. Big shout out. I'll see y'all later, man.